Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with words from the returning Murph. You gotta wonder what Murph has on his mind just a few weeks before Wrestlennium. A little coincidental that he wouldn't show up until right before the biggest show of the year.
I like it, Murph. I like it.
Boo!
We hate you so much.
God, God.
So terrible.
Get rid of the golf hat.
Boo!
I'm sure you're all wondering, Murph, we haven't seen your face since January.
We don't care. Go
You haven't
back.
been around here for more than 1 week since last year.
Go back.
What are you doing here?
Yes, I actually am wondering.
Don't worry, I've got answers. I've come here to, once again, as I always do,
Leave.
buy some in-ring time right here.
Oh.
At IWC
We'll sell out to
Arena.
anyone.
We're a bunch of sellouts.
And as you all know, it's Wrestlennium season. Wrestlennium's right around the corner. And I gotta say, my phone these past couple weeks have been ringing off the hook.
No, they
Ringing off the hook.
Liar! Liar!
Calling me.
Liar!
Messages and leaving texts. I don't know how, but they got my Skype and they've been leaving messages there.
Oh, man.
Skype machine, Jim.
Just saying, Murph. Last year, you and Primetime tore the house down. You had a great match, stole the show. We don't even remember who was in the title match that came after. In Wrestlennium history, we gotta have you back, Murph. What's it gonna take to bring you back?
We bowling
Now, I've thought about it, and I've thought long and hard. I'm thinking, who do I really have left to beat in the IWC?
C4,
I've-
PRB, PJ, Triple R.
I've beaten Crazy Pete. As was evident, I've beaten Primetime.
Oh.
It might not have been here, but I've beaten
He
BRB.
was kind of iffy.
Bullshit.
I've beaten Daniel Devine.
He gave you a gangster.
And when I'm looking at some of this new crop that's coming into IWC, really, guys, this is the best talent you've got to bring up right now.
Oh, yeah.
You've got JHC challenging for your championship, and Gavin Nails just won your United States championship.
Yes!
Really?
Oh my God, he's
Really?
right.
I gotta tell you something. I taught those two how to wrestle back in Rage. Kind of like how a father
Leave that
teaches
one out.
his kids how to swim by throwing them in there. But you know what? I went in there once, and they were so hopeless, so pathetic, so sad. Couldn't learn a single thing right that I just left them in there to drown in ditched rage.
Oh.
And these are the people you're lending the future to, passing the baton towards.
The
I'm not
triathlon.
exactly here to talk about those fools. I'm not here to talk about Daniel Devine, Crazy Pete, Primetime. I mean, I know you wanted your rematch, but you seem to be a little preoccupied with little kids right now.
One day.
And I'm not even here to talk about Benjamin Right Back and the problems that I'm having with him right now.
We hope you
I'm
make
here
it, you fucking homo.
To talk about, if you all recall last year, I talked about how IWC doesn't have any present, doesn't have any past. I also talked about how they don't have anybody really to
Dead space.
carry their name. I talked about how they had has-beens. Primarily in two people.
You leave Danny
Jerk.
alone.
One of them isn't around anymore, though. He was smart. I'm talking about, well, okay, two people. Two people then. Two of them have left. I'm here to talk about Doc Holliday.
Whoa! Whoa! I didn't expect
Talking
this.
about a couple of has-beens. Now, Doc, IWC has had some really great guys around here. You've had David Auburn, you've had Sky Bynes, you've had Soy Boy, but like those three, they've learned over the past couple of years that their time is up. they just can't cut it with the likes of people such as myself. Soy Boy had a kid, he left to Florida. Sky Bynes realized that he couldn't cut it here anymore, so he went up to Amsterdam. He realized that was a fatal mistake and then moved down south.
Yo, Murph's gonna be over.
David Auburn,
Damn.
who really gives a fuck what that asshole does? Who really cares? He's probably off being a bodyguard in some piece of shit club in the middle of Norwalk or Stamford. But the point of the matter is, they've learned that their time is done, that they really shouldn't be around here all the time anymore. They should maybe make some guest appearances to make themselves look good. They don't even travel anywhere. They don't go to super shows. But Doc, you just haven't learned anymore. You're still trying to hang. You think the United States Championship IWC is an accomplishment.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yo, that's
Your streak so bad that you had to dress up as a woman last week, which I gotta say, I found personally amusing, but it's pathetic.
It is pretty pathetic.
I mean, Doc, you've got 2 beautiful baby girls.
Oh, man.
I mean, come on.
He just got this
You've
information.
got kids.
This is bullshit.
What
Real.
kind of a father spends time away from their children on the weekends
You're a dick.
to come here and wrestle with 17-year-olds when he can't even put a match together properly?
Oh my god.
So you know what, Doc Holliday? I'm gonna do your 2 little darling adorable girls a favor.
Oh,
I am going
They are
to
adorable.
WrestleMania. I'm sorry. You know what? This place is altogether forgettable to begin with, so I gotta keep refreshing my memory.
what a jerk.
I made some demands for a contract, negotiated it, and I got the match that I wanted. So, come Wrestlennium 6, Murph is gonna have a one-on-one with Doc Holliday, the last of the legends, I suppose, of IWC.
Wow.
And I'm going
Hurtful.
to completely wash away that era and put him out to pasture. So that way he can spend some time with his daughters. Although granted, they may have to visit him for a couple months in a hospital first.
Oh, ladies and
See
gentlemen.
y'all in, what is it, 2 weeks? 2 weeks now?
You don't even know the name of the show, pal.
Calling me like crazy, just hit me up and remind me. I'm sure I'll.
If you're not there, it's a forfeit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doc versus Murph at Lennium. We'll be back.